Hey guys, in this video I will teach you how to design pencils shown here. If you have not seen my first video, please watch my first video. It teaches you about sketches and how to set up a part template so you can begin creating your parts. But let's go ahead and get started. So first thing here I would do is turn on the datum planes. Datum planes. And I will work on the right plane, sketch, and I could do press and do normal too. Okay, so first thing what I would do is make some reference lines, right? I would start right from the center, go ahead and snap it to the center and just drag it out and click on the line, and you would make it like construction line. And I will begin sketching my part. So first thing I would do is click on the line. Um, I'm probably gonna make another reference line there. This line here, make that line, drag this line out. So I'll click this guy and make this a reference also. And I'll start putting dimensions here as well. So I'll do smart dimension, click on the line and make this guy about 5 inches. 5 inches there. And here also you could define the diameter of your pencil, right? So you could do smart dimension, click on a smart dimension, click on the line, click on the construction line and go down below the line and you'll see your diameter dimension, right? And you can define that, let's say around 0.30 there. So pretty much that line is well defined. It's all black. So let's create the front portion of the pencil. Let's do a vertical line and a line going in an angle and line that's going vertical also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my in point of my reference line, go over and have this line, maybe have it coincident to this line. So if you click on that point and if you hold down control, click on that point and this point, then you can make the line, you can merge the points, right? So I think I'm gonna make this line a reference line as well. Click on it and make a construction line, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and put some dimensions. What I'm going to do is go to smart dimension, go from here, that line, to this line, make that about 0.65 inches. And so I'm going to put a diameter symbol like we did with the diameter of the body of the pencil, right? I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to click on that point, click on that line, and here's another dimension. And I'm going to make that about a 1/4 inch, 0.25. And I could do the same thing up here also, right? I can do smart dimension, click on that point and click on that point also. Or no, not the point, line. Click on that point and the line, you get about that there. I'll make it 0.06. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these lines and I'm gonna do an offset so I get an internal thickness of the pencil, right? So it's hollow inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on offset entities and I'm gonna do about 0.03, 0.03, And I'm gonna start clicking on the lines. And if you do click on select chain as well, click on the line, and if you do select chain, you will grab all the chains there, and it will offset by 0.03. So if you notice that if the arrow, if it points up, it will go above that black line, that blue line, and if it goes down, then it'll be inside here, and that's what I want there. And now I want to make sure I have a nice closed loop between the lines, so make sure these lines are closed there. What I can do is I can trim this guy here and just add another line. So all you have to do is go to trim entities, um, trim that line, so that line is not there. So click on another line and just go ahead and click between the 2 points. So you have nice dark black line there. Here, I'm going to change this line and make an angle here so it tapers in versus so it's not constant thickness here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete that line and make another line, and I'm going to taper that in. I'm just going to go over that line slightly, and I can trim that as well. So if you go to trim entities, go to power trim, and I'm just going to trim that there. And what I'll end up doing is adding dimension between that point and this point. And I can do that by clicking on these 2 points and just put like 0.01. However, this line is still a construction line here. I'll need a solid line here. So I have a closed loop sketch. Right now, this sketch is ready to revolve. So that what that means is I can, under here, features, if I click on revolve boss base, I can click on this guy, right? And I can, the axis of revolution, I can click this guy right here, right? So it gives me really nice revolution about that line there. So there you go. So with this sketch is a little advanced, with this sketch, you'll cover a lot of design features for that part. And if you look at it inside, you have a hollow feature here, right? Okay. So what I can do is I can start putting like colors to these lines. But here I'm going to turn off the datum planes. Just go to hide all types, and you can hide the planes here. Now, what I can do is click on this arrow button here, and just here, what I can do is I can copy the colors I've already assigned before, but I'll show you how I did that. Just go ahead and click here, click on this option, and what you can do here is go up here, do a select face, and choose a color you want, right? Or that it did the whole body there. That's not what I'm looking for, but let's go ahead, right click and delete. But for the face, all I want is that face there. And click on the check button and you will get that. And you can do the same thing with that. If you want to assign a color to the front portion of the pencil, you can also do that. So click on that guy and you can do it from here as well. So if you click on that face and click on this option here, go to face, and you can also choose like a different color there, right? Okay. So, but that's how you would get started. But then I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'll walk you through all the steps that I have already done to finish up this part. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it, or I can just go down and just hide this guy. Okay, so the revolve features you just saw was the same thing that I've already done. So next thing I did was a fillet. So that what I did was I did a little roundabout on that sharp. So it was sharp here, so I added that feature fillet to give me that. So all I did was you can find that under features, go to fillet, and you have options for fillet and chamfer there. So fillet, so if you were to click on that and you could do edit features. And so pretty much what I did was delete that. I selected that as, and I defined 0.02 dimensions, and it gives me really nice fillet there. So the next option is, I think, the eraser. So what I did here was, so pretty much I worked on this plane, right? I created a sketch on this plane. So I'll show you what I did. So this sketch, I can go ahead and edit this sketch, right? So you can begin a new sketch on that plane. All you have to do is click on it and it would give me a option to do a sketch, but I'm already in a sketch mode, so you want to give me that. So here what I did was I created a circle, this circle. I'm going to delete that. Yep, so what I did here was, so I created a circle, then I clicked on that circle and I clicked on that is, and I did a make it cordial. If you do that, then it's a snaps. It'll be same size as that. And go ahead and exit out of sketch. And all I do was on that sketch, I did a boss extrude edit feature. Then what I did was I extruded the part 0.25 inches on this side, and on direction 2, same 0.25. So here's the direction 1 is this way and direction 2 is that way. And what I did was I unchecked merge result. What that does is if you leave that on, it will, this part will be part of that body, so it will be one part. So if you unclick that, then this will create a separate body that's not merged into that part. So keep that in mind. That's a pretty handy tool. That'll come, that's pretty handy. So there. So next what I did was boss extrude. I think I created a the lid for the pencil. I think similar concept as the extrude one. So pretty much I just created a sketch on this plane and did a cordial to that as, and just extruded then extruded the lid like on direction 2 this is 1 inches, and direction 1 it's only 0.04 inches this way. So, and I did unchecked merge results, so I have independent bodies. So what that means, the bodies I'm working means I have solid bodies up here. They're not merged at the moment here. So I have 4 different parts right now. So this is mainly 3 different parts. So it's the fillet is the main body, then the eraser is that guy, and the lid is this guy there. So okay, so next what I did was I created a dome feature that's in front of the pencil. So I could do that by going to Insert, Features, and click on Dome and click on the front surface and just define a dimension. There, just define a dimension of zero point zero 0.01 and it will give you that nice round feature there. And next is what I did as I created this feature here, same thing. So what I did is I worked on the right plane, right? I created a sketch on the right plane and I just did an extrude between the mid plane about um, 0.1 inches. And I added some features. I added some fillet to the eraser and there, and there you